You know, it's all about Christmas. You're here at Susan's party, which is great. So my first question to you is, do you have a particular memory that has resonated with you as a child with Christmas, or any memory that just like you go, oh my God, it's Christmas?
Great question. There is a particular memory. They're flooding to me now. I'm just sort of sorting them out. But there's one, and actually there's a photo that exists of that moment. And it's I forget how old we were, little kids, my brother and I, on Christmas morning, I believe. And we're sitting there in front of our little low table, and I'm holding a little toy tin robot, and my brother is holding one too, and my niece, she's there just wanting to get in the picture, and she's just like, just holding it, just to be in the picture. And that, there is actually, I thought that was a memory, like just a figment of my, and so my niece comes up to me one Christmas years ago, and she says, hey, do you remember this? And it freaked me out. But yeah, it's a great photo. And since then, years ago, I became like a tin toy collector as well. And off of that, it inspired me to get that same toy, and then it just snowballed. So if you Google, you may find that picture. It's a great, like, I don't know how old I was, but it's a great picture. And I have it framed at home.
Something how those memories of Christmas is so important that stayed with you all this time. Isn't that great?
Yeah, and I'm glad it's a good memory. Because, you know, there are those other memories like, oh boy, that Christmas. Yeah, but yeah, it's a beautiful time, especially as a child, and it was so special, and I always get that feeling, you know? It's like, yeah.
Well, you know, I'm happy to talk to you because, of course, I saw the film here in LA. I have to say, it was freaking fabulous. Derailed was fabulous. Like, yeah, it was really great. Good work. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So, of course, you know, we have to talk to you about the movie. Sure. I guess the most important thing, doing a film like that, having a restricted timeline, when you started to put the pieces together, what was the most important thing that you felt that you needed to like get across immediately starting this project?
Wow. I mean, you just try to retain the original story without spoiling anything. You know, it's about a group of people that get on this train and they derail into water, and their journey through that and surviving, and their fight to survive that event. The film has a bunch of twists and turns in it. It starts off, you know, like a murder mystery type of thing, and then becomes a survival movie, then a creature feature. So there's so much of that going on. The challenge was, how can we actually compress all of that into a film that we can actually make? And it wasn't easy. It was very, very difficult. Some things worked better than others. We had just such limited time, but we were able to make it work and pull it all together. And I think for me, the most pleased I am with it is the retaining the story of these characters, and at the very end, no matter what you see, the creature, the special effects, good or bad, the story still retains and makes you think, huh.
And I love the choices you made in some of the shots. I mean, really, like the cinematography was brilliant. I mean, the production value was great. I got out of the movie, I was like, the movie is freaking awesome. Everybody has to see it. So I guess my question to you is, where did you take your inspiration from to make some of those choices in the cinematography?
Well, you know, the script really tells you what you're going to do, what you're going to shoot. And I was lucky enough to be a part with Everett to write the story and be a part of creating what that story was going to be. The challenge was how we were going to actually be able to afford it. But, you know, I got to work with our cinematographer. We got to find some fantastic locations, and once those are located and found, we start talking about the tone and the feel of lighting. Then it just all comes together. But it is I was just talking to somebody. It takes a lot to coordinate all that, because it's rarely what I think in my head. You got to get the actors, then you have to get the costume, then the hair has to be right, then the lighting, and then the smoke, and then like, well, you know, I had it different in my head, or, you know, so to have all of those elements come together and for all of us to collaborate and make that magic, if you will, and capture it with the actors and make it emotionally truthful as much as we can in this ridiculous sort of outlandish kind of fantastic horror way. It's a challenge, but it's a lot of fun.
But before you leave and go enjoy the party, we need your social media handles so people can follow you, find you, and stay in touch.
I am on Instagram on my name, hashtag DALEFABRIGAR, just like Dale Fabrigar. That's probably where you can find me. And I used to be on Twitter. I'm not on there as much. And Facebook, I'm not on barely at all. So I'm just very lucky, you know, the Instagram. And of course, Derailed is also on there. Hashtag Derail Movie is on there. So you can kind of follow that. So, yes, happy holidays to everyone out there. And have a very Merry Christmas from me to you.